Right. Yep. Here we go. Bit nice, a little basic tweak on colours. There's right, let's sync across all of those. Check treatment. Synchronize. Now we can go to export with preset. Helicom focus tip. I slipped over the lazy dog. Good morning. Actually, I haven't. Cool. Yeah. No. It's not supposed to go there. So edit that out. Should have done this beforehand. Really. What we were doing. Where did Helicom go? Up, here we go. Right. Let's see what we get when we render. So for the bit of focus stacking, I'm using Helicon 8. 8. Okay. It's gone wrong. Yeah. I've gone wrong. I think I'm gonna. Just gonna check to make sure the others are right. Might be those two that might be dodgy. Let's do that one again. So your file, export preset. Let's go Helicom again. This might take me a few attempts because I am not brilliant with focus stacking. I'm still learning. So yeah, it's a little bit. How can I put it? It's a very interesting learning curve. So this might. Okay, we still got problems. This is a bit annoying. So it must be right. Okay, let's try that one again. If you see me making multiple versions, I am sorry. It's just that I struggle with this sort of bit of software that I've not. I should have actually probably done this way before. Right, okay. Right, streaming. Yeah, right. Good morning, everyone. Let's see if yeah, that's great. So, okay, right. Let's try this one the third time round. We got it right. We got it. We got it. This is brilliant. Right. Let's have a look. I'm not going to do the retouching bit because I tend to do that more in Photoshop. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move this over because it's going to take it somewhere. So macro practice 2026. Right. I'm going to call it sewing. Actually, hold on. I just yep, I know. Right. Sewing. Red focus stack. So let's hope this. It's wearing. Right. Now I can close that down. I'm just waiting for it to import back into Lightroom, which it has. There it is, right in the middle. I've exported it out as a TIFF, so if you can see in the name here, I've got it as Sewing Threads Focus Stack. Right, now we're going to have a nice little play with the colours and try and see if we can boost some things. I might go a bit too hard with the contour. A little too hard with that. Right, going to next. Yeah. Right, and then take that down to there. I am gonna add a bit more lightness to the thing. Probably gonna drop the highlights down just a tad and drop the darks down a bit. So yeah, so far we've got some very good focused we've got a bit of tidy up here and there. But other than that, it looks way better than if I did it compared to if I did it in Photoshop. Right, level. No. So let's see. Oh, you know what? We're just gonna do that and I'll do it this way. It's easier. Excuse me. Then here. Then here. Right. Sort that out. Right. I'm going to play with the calibration bit here. Nothing. I'm gonna just mute the reds a little bit. Not too much, but maybe the blues as well a bit, and have the greens up. And then I think I'm gonna go to colour mix. So grab my little picker. I should say it's probably just a pipette tool, but it looks like that one. That's another map. Just gonna try get the other way. Actually, you know what? I won't go the pipette tool. That's just gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna just darken the yellow and the oranges a bit, and the reds. Or should I light? I'll just have them a little lighter, and then darken that tablecloth. Yeah. Right. Now let's take this into Photoshop. Right. I'm gonna just say edit with Lightroom adjustments. I've also got set up my Wacom Intimus Pro from 2019 with Pro Pen 2. I've probably had this now, what is it, 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I've had it for 7 years and it is still going strong. So all I can say is well done, Wacom, or Wacom, Wacom. Is all I can say is well done, because you've created a piece of hardware that's lasting. So right, I'm gonna zoom in. I've pressed the wrong button again because I've made a bit of a mess here. Pixels have gone astray. So what I'm gonna do is name my layer clean and repair. Right, edit, fill. I'm just using the legacy fill, because it just works. It's not broken. It works for what I use it for. I do have to have a bit of a readjustment here and there with it, but it's fine. Right, I'm going to take the clone stamp. I should have given that a bit of angle. No. Probably gonna have to give it a little bit more of an angle. I don't like that much, but I suppose it's trying to follow the curve somewhat of a bobbin, but hey ho. Again. Fill. Content aware. Okay, that's looking a little better. Right, do one more for that bit. Probably just going to take the clone stamp again. And just Command D, and then I think I might just put a layer mask, get a brush, and blend it in. Back to the fill. Right, I think that's solved most of it. I think I'm gonna just take that little bit of button out. Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a new layer because I might just lessen it slightly. If I go fill, and then if I go fade fill, fill is there, but it's less visible. And the same with on this side. So if we fill, fade fill, it's a little bit more, it's a little less noticeable. Same with this one up here. Fill, fade fill, Command D, no, Control D on Windows, Command D on a Mac. Because today I'm using Windows. So yeah. Now I'm going to merge visible, convert to a smart filter. I'm going to go to camera raw filter. Vector scope masking. Yeah, that's just an update they've recently done. Yeah, we get depth range in now with pages to be made available, and now we finally get it. Something finally that is actually useful. So, just waiting for this thing to actually hurry up. It'd probably help if I closed. Yeah, exit. Exit. Right, so that gives. Yeah, we know. That's fine. Fine, Lightroom, sorry. Okay, we might just skip that bit. No, we're just gonna skip it and do a normal gradient. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna darken this bit. I might tone that down a little. just a little bit of texture. Add gradient again because I'm thinking of doing it at the bottom as well. So then focus stays on the two sewing bobbins. It's in the middle. Cool. Then I'm going to go colour range because I want the oranges. I'm going to refine that a little bit more. I'm just going to take the tone curve a little. Just going to do that. Go up to there, go to the amount slider, take that down to a sensible amount. And a brush, I'm going to size my brush down. Add a little extra light. We're just going to take that down just a smidge and push OK. So then the top and the bottom are going to be a bit softer, which is going to be lovely because I want the focus to, I want there to be I want the main focus to be on the sewing two bobbins and a few of the buttons in the middle. Cool. I want a little more dehaze. I'm going to go colour balance. How is everybody enjoying the weather so far? Hopefully it's not too hot where you are in the world. Cold at the moment, or if it is, I am very sorry. I feel sorry for you. Right, I'm going to just get the mouse and do that. And get the green, blue, and then so I'm sort of going for like trying to do like a vintage film effect almost. And yeah, I'm going to go saturation, blend mode. So yeah, and it's muted the colours down nicely, which is always let's go code that. Oh, that looks good. Drop that down a little. So we want it a little bit more subtle. Now I think we might go for the second one as well. And also have that looking good as well. Next one is merge visible. I'm going to go convert smart filter. Let's go motion blur. $90. Because what I'm going to do is take that down, get a thingy, and I want it to say about about save there. And then Command I, Command D, G, X. Actually, that's not the way I wanted it. Basic. No, that's gone wrong again. Should have just bothered with that. Thingy. Right. Okay. What I'm gonna do is have that soft light, and then I'm going to do camera roll. Don't want to brighten, I want to darken, contrast, shadow, which then creates I'm gonna really layer mask annoying and going back to the gradient. I'm gonna go classic gradient. I much prefer the classic more. Vulcan. Just gonna feather it. Yeah. Right. I think I'm going to then go to levels. And just that. Then I'm going to merge visible again. And I'm going to go correct smart filter, motion blur. I want to take that one. Then I'm going to go to layer styles. Hold down Alt on Windows, Alt on Mac. No, Option on Mac, sorry. And I'm just gonna make that a nice little blend between the two. Gonna grab the brush. I'm gonna drop the opacity just a little bit. Make the brush brush a reasonable size, but also drop the flow as well. Just gonna bring that. It's because I've done it on the wrong layer. Should have gone to there, and then that should. Done this wrong. Take that all back. Bring you up. Right. Now we've got. Let's just set something. Yeah. See, now we're gonna have. Oh. We're gonna have. Probably either one go either side. That's the effect I want. And then I'm just going to bring back the bobbins. Yeah. Then I'm going to lighten it. So we've done what we need to do in Photoshop. Gonna save back to Lightroom. I'm gonna go back to Lightroom. Wait for that one to. Yep, that's come in. Right, now we've got an HDMR thing to do. So what I'm gonna do is go to Photo, and under Editing, I'm gonna go to Photo Merge HDR. Because we're going to do a little HDMR and a little bit of focus stacking in as well. Show ghosting. Right, that won't be too much of an issue. Right, so that's the HTML we created. Let's go through some Adobe profiles. Actually, I quite like landscape. And then I'm going to turn on the HDMR effect. HDMR thing, and then I'm going to go preview in SDR display. Put the contrast up a bit. Shadows, white. Probably going to bring that one down, and then I'm probably going to add a bit of the haze and a tad of clarity. Pretty. Okay. That's what stop us from using the HDMR area. So now we're just going into the tone curve. having a little play. Yep, -9's good. Yeah. That. See, medium contrast, that looks better. Now this was shot on the OM1, original OM1 with focus bracketing. Well, actually, no, multiple exposure, and then I've just blended the two together because I did them did multiple exposure HDMR. That's me. Sorry. Right, so we done transform. X. I think I'm gonna do probably a -4 on the vignette. I'm gonna boost up, dial the green back a little and the blue. Or I might actually I'll boost the blue. Colour mixing, saturation. Actually, let's go hue. Let's have some fun in that. So I'm just using the hue and saturation panel in Lightroom Classic. It's called Colour Mixer now. See if we can get a more. Quite like that. Quite good. Yeah, that's quite good. And then take the whites down, take the shadows down. I quite like that little bit of effect because it's quite interesting. We'll use the colour picker. Might go a little bit bananas, but we're having fun here. Take saturation down just a little bit. Probably the hue shift to -5. Yeah, I think that looks really good. Colour grading next. Now, probably going to lean to a bit more of a cooler toned in the colour grading over it. Not sure yet, haven't quite decided, but we're gonna just see where this takes. And then just then see where the balance leads. I think towards more there would be better. And then just gonna go for the global bit and probably gonna do. Yeah, probably lighten that up a bit. So yeah, that looks quite good actually. Might just won't crop in, but yeah, I quite like that. Oh, I didn't quite, shouldn't have pushed the wrong button. So yeah, Right, let's have a look. That looks quite good actually. Right, let's take... Now, this one's going to be quite a big one, I think. So what I'm going to do is go all the way to the end. Select go away. Windows didn't ask for that. Select all. Go to export preset, Helicom focus, and I'm going to send them out, export them out as TIFFs. So we'll see how this works, because this might also require a bit of adjustment as well. I'm also going to close Photoshop because I don't really need it right now either. So yeah. Okay, render. Let's just see. I'm using the default settings that have already been set by Helicom themselves, just to see what it's going to look like and what it's going to turn out. Which so far, we have. There's probably a little bit somewhere sticking out, but it's really close. But that's fine. I think what I'm going to do is probably crop that bit out. So I'm going to go save. Right, I'm going to move this over because I don't want the save dialog to come up. Right. Right. No, I just made it not respond to that. Yep. Right. Now we're going to bring you back over again. Close. See if this comes in. Yep, it does. It comes in a bit more quicker than it does on my MacBook. So that's a first. Right, I think what we're going to do is we're going to crop that in, and we're just going to have a bit of a play. So yeah, I'm in the wrong bit. Yep, I'm in the right bit now. You, 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 you. I'm going to go to profile. I think it looked good in black and white. What was it now? Let's go artistic 4. And then, yeah. And lens correction. Levels. I don't think that's my best focus stat, but yeah. So yeah. I think it might have been better if I just did 5 at a time. Right. Okay. So I think we'll do them in mini batches. I think that would work better. Right, okay, that seems to be a lot better. Not seeing too much, but yeah. Very depth that. Right. Slowly save. I'm gonna call it. Redo. Save, and then right now I'm gonna close, wait for that to come in, which it has. I think I'm gonna go same again. I'm just gonna put a little bit less in. And I think I'm gonna do a similar treatment where I try and draw the focus in. Focus in. Okay. So I think if I go up, take that down as well, and then add similar thing both sides. Yeah, there you go. Healing controls. So yeah, microphone is unmuted. It's on mute. That's odd. Oh well, I'll just carry on. Yeah, I carry on, folks, because yeah. And then I think we're also going to do color grading as well. So hold down Shift on both Windows and Apple, and then use it as your little guide that you want to get a colour, the right gradient tone for, which I quite like. I think I'm going to try and make it a little bit more, and then there. But yeah, that is looking good. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not going to take this into Photoshop because it doesn't really. No, actually, I probably will because I've got that stain there, and I really don't like it. So I'm going to probably just do that, and then I think that would be it on the Photoshop side, right, of things for now. So yeah, I'm using Photoshop, the up-to-date version of Photoshop. Photoshop. Command J, lasso tool, fill, content aware. Ain't gonna do it. That's looking good, thank you. Try again. I have got the AI thing turned off because I don't use it and I just want to use it as like a normal normal just a normal tool. I don't know how you'd put it actually. Come on, push D to reset. I think in order for me to get rid of it, I'm gonna have to be a bit clever. Undo this. Nah, that's not gonna work. I think we struggled today trying to get rid of it, so it's fine. We'll just don't save. We'll just leave it. Right, let's go around to the other bit as I've been wanting to try it on something. I think for a so let's go there. Export Helicom focus. Let's see what we come back. Ooh, that's quite good. Save. Funky. Right, there you go. That's what we wanted. Let's head back later on. Chat. Let's see what we've got. Comments? No, just a moment. That's fine. Might still be early for us if you're doing a stream. Alright. I think this is going to be my last image of this. So yeah, I think I'm just going to keep it really simple. Not do anything too complicated. So yeah, I quite like that. And then we're going to just go to that. Go and grab a brush. And that just makes it a little bit brighter, but I think we might take that down just a tad. Yep, that's looking good. That is looking good. Go back to there. Just crease normal things. Yep, that's looking real sharp. Do lens correction, detail, and it's going to hold down Alt, probably sharpen all the way to there, and then hold down the mask. Same with a bit of a noise reduction. So yeah, it's really amazing. And I quite like that. It looks really nice. I think we might add a little bit of vignetting. Yeah, looks brilliant. So yeah, I think today was going to be a bit of a short trial stream because I just wanted to see how adding a new bit of software in editing wise was going to work, and it's worked really well. So yeah, I think we'll give it another go again at some point, late in the week, with another stream. So yeah, thank you for watching and thank you for joining in.